Okay, my name is Josh Harnden, and I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about cubing today. This is a great ELL strategy and a strategy for any type of student, actually. Um, Traditionally, cubing's been used as a pre-writing um, strategy. That's what I have right here in front of us. We have pre-writing up here at the top is describe. You have the students describe the topic. They're not just giving a definition, but they're actually going through and describing the parts of the topic, which is also similar to the analyze, because what you want them to do later is analyze all the little bits of the topic they're going to write about. Now, this is all done before the pre-writing. So another step is compare. They're going to compare it and contrast it with other issues, topics, things that are going on. Associated is similar, however, you're not just comparing and looking for similarities and differences, you're actually associating it with something. So, like with the topic of war, you would associate it with violence, whereas with compare and contrast, you wouldn't compare violence and war necessarily. Yeah. Okay, apply it. Kids are going to be looking for a way to apply the topic, like the practical solution or practical applications for their life. This really helps connect the topic that they're going to be writing about, and then argue either for or against it. So if they're writing an essay, they can argue for or against it, whether they agree or not. The cool part about cubing is you can see you cut out all these little pieces when they're done, and you fold these tabs in here, and this is going to bend in and make a cube, and they're going to tape it. So they can actually look at this topic for a while before they write and work over it and add any ideas that they want, or scratch out parts that they don't necessarily agree with. It's great for essays, but it's also great for free writing. Okay, I want to get in. Another thing that I've been using cubing for is for definitions or vocabulary. So in this one, we're actually going to have the kids define it up at the top here. So have them define it in their own words, not necessarily from the dictionary. The next part here, this is going to be synonyms. We're going to have them look for alike words. And then antonyms, obviously, the opposite words. And then the use, that's what I have here. You'll see down here I have use it, but I have use. The reason why I have this here is because I think too often teachers don't really work with the kids to connect what they're learning with their real lives. I'll give you an example. With the term thesis, I worked with students on this, and for the use, I had them look, why is it important to know what a thesis is? And the reason why they found was one of the arguments they made was that if you know where to look for the thesis, you can actually skip parts of the essay so that you can look for the arguments later on, because they're going to tell you. Another thing they said is with speeches, you can hear what the person is saying and then be able to space out. And they said that's important in our society because we can't pay attention. So yeah, that's one example of it. Let them find a practical use, and then use it. Have them use the word in a sentence. Any sentence they make up, it's fine with them. And then I have the term arting, where I made up the word arting. Yeah, Shakespeare did it all the time. Why can't we as teachers? All right. So here it's just simple. You're going to have the kids draw it. And I took this whole cubing idea and mixed it with another idea that I'd seen with the vocab circles that I got from Mr. Charles, a teacher in San Marcos, and it works really well. So yeah, that's cubing. I gave you cubing with pre-writing and cubing with vocabulary. As you can see, you can use it, for multiple uses, and you can probably find other ways to use it as well. Keep in mind that this is a good ELL strategy, but I wouldn't do it with any ELL below intermediate, just because, well, at least if I did, I would differentiate it more and have it focus less on just writing so much in English, but maybe in their first language. So yeah.